number one risk factor for sexually transmitted infections, which can be lifelong and lead to infertility, cancer, and other awful things, that the number one risk factor is early initiation of sexual behavior in girls, and I'll explain why later, and number of partners. So you see, you can't have both. If it's a message of sexual health, there's really just one. It's a very simple message, it's a very easy, clear message, and that is delay sexual behavior until you're an adult, and ideally until you're married, and ideally find somebody that also delayed sexual behavior, and then get together with them in a lifetime monogamous relationship. Now, I know that sounds like it's all about morality and the Bible and so on, but you know what? The reality, the biology affirms those traditional values. Biology. Well, of course, in every other area of health, of course, in every other area of health, I mean, think about it. How do we approach drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, tanning salons, diet and exercise? We give a very straightforward, strong, medical approach. This is not healthy for you. Do not smoke. Okay, we don't say, well, it's really up to you. If you have the right to enjoy it, and it's an appetite. You see, the healthy, if sexuality education was really health-based, we would be saying, look, all of us are born with certain appetites. And the sexual appetite is a healthy, wonderful appetite. But like all appetites, it has to be restrained. You can't expect to, if you're focused on your freedom and rights in terms of your, what if it was your appetite to eat, or your appetite to take drugs or drink, and you were focused on your rights and your freedom in that area? Well, that would lead to a lot of illness and a lot of bad stuff. So we tell people, you have to practice self-discipline. You have to watch what you eat. You have to limit, your drinking. You have to limit your exposure to the sun. You may love the beach, but you have to take certain steps, and you have to limit you know what I'm talking about in all these areas. But in the area of sexual health, all we find is this idea, this notion of using protection, that you can basically be sexually active, have multiple partners, experiment from an early age, just use protection and get tested.
Yes.
And those are not adequate.
Or use a vaccine.
Measure.
You can use a vaccine too, the HPV vaccine.
And the vaccine,
yes.
Correct.
Yes.